What's going on, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great start to your Thursday. So I wanted to come on here and talk about the situation that went down between Kwame and Hassan Campbell. Now, first of all, let me say this. Kwame, you on the clock, homie. For real. Because you're sitting up there on your platform talking about what we need to do to develop our young kids and to push them in the right direction. But you have a man in Hassan Campbell that came on your platform and bowed down, so to speak, and basically apologized for going off on you, right? Without him doing his proper research. You couldn't even accept that. So tell me, how is that setting an example for our young women and our young men by you carrying on a beef with Hassan after that man apologized to you, right? See, you come on your platform acting like you're this voice of reason for our community, but the only thing that I see you using your voice for is to promote Trump 2024. That's your real agenda. But a lot of people, they're too slow to see it. Now, one thing I never do is count a man's pockets. Listen, this is the thing. I really don't care about the super chats that Kwame is getting. People are donating to him. That's his business. He does have the option to turn the super chats off, but he said that he was going to take the money to actually get some kids some shoes, some things that they need. Now, this is the thing about that, right? And I'm going to get back to the Hassan Campbell thing, but you know, this is just on my mind, so I need to go ahead and get it off my chest before I forget it, right? Yo, Kwame, my man, you don't have to wait till the 21st of the month when YouTube deposits the check into your account to actually cut a check. That's if you're not broke, and go and give that check to an organization that helps kids. Now, let me get back to the Hassan Campbell thing. Okay, so about a week ago, The Art of Dialogue had Napoleon from the Outlaws on his show. Shout out to The Art of Dialogue. That brother is doing big things on his platform. You guys should go give him a follow. Now, Napoleon from the Outlaws, he was on the show and he basically was talking about how Tupac handled situations where he had run-ins with his peers. And if a man came up to apologize to him for something that was said or done that was disingenuous and disrespectful, check out how Napoleon broke down how Tupac handled the situation. This is what real men do. Check it out.
You got to respect people like that, because one thing Pac used to say, man, whenever you have a problem with an individual, if they come to you man to man and they not enforcing their negativity or their problem, and they bow down or they show respect, you should show respect back. Of course, as a Muslim, I implement that in my life now, but back then I didn't have any guidance. I was able to see this from Jay-Z or see the way Pac deal with individuals. So these was all learning experiences for me.
And that's all facts right there, y'all. All facts. That's how the OGs brought me up. That's how I was taught. Listen, if it doesn't physically affect you or your family member, your children, or if it doesn't involve someone stealing money from you, let it go. Because this situation with Kwame and Hassan is at a level of petty where Kwame could have just accepted that man's apology and just moved on. But no, Kwame is the new Days of Our Lives. He's the new daytime soap opera. This brother wants to keep things going to grow his following. And to keep it all the way 100, I don't rock with Hassan like that. I can't rock with a man that's 44, 45 years old trying to prove to young men that he's some type of gangster, that he's hardcore. That's the wrong message to put out there. But I do empathize with Hassan with the situation that he went through with African Bambaataa. I do empathize with him on that. And speaking of that, let me call Kwame out. So Kwame is always talking about the fact that, you know, he's a man and this is how men should conduct themselves. But why can't you be a man and stand up on your own platform instead of muting people that come onto your show, come onto your platform, and when they start to get the best of you during a debate, you'll mute them, cut their mic. And I don't even like Tommy Sotomayor, but I have to say this, he was giving it to you when you brought him on the platform. You had to mute his mic. Matter of fact, you just didn't mute it, you got him out of there. Because Tommy was Tommy was with the shit, and you had to get that cat out of there because he was finna to drag you on your platform. But anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is this. So when you and Hassan was going at it, why did you have to bring 3 to 4 people on there with you to go at Hassan? And then on top of that, you're a hypocrite, and here's why. Because you want to talk about Charlemagne the God being the lesser charged dude, or whatever the case may be, but you allow some dudes to come at Hassan on your platform talking about how Africa Bambaataa actually took advantage of Hassan, and they were basically clowning Hassan, saying that he loved being in an intimate relationship with Africa Bambaataa. And you know how Hassan feel about that situation. He's been on record talking about that situation for years. But yet and still, right? You even said yourself that you were not going to talk about that situation between Hassan and Africa Bambaataa because you didn't find it funny. So why didn't you mute those dudes' mics that came on your platform joking on Hassan about the situation with Africa Bambaataa? Huh? Because that's on the same level of a Jessica Reed and Charlamagne the God, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Huh? And so I agree with Choke No Joke when he said that when you brought up Jessica Reed, that it really wasn't genuine and it was just to get back at Charlamagne the God. Because in this instance, you had the chance to tell them brothers, hey, let's just keep it about Hassan. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. That's disrespectful. You know, even though you had a problem with that, brother. So you could call out Charlamagne the God and the Jessica Reed situation, but you couldn't call out the dudes on your platform that was dissing Hassan in the same way. All right, Hassan and Jessica Reed, they basically went through the same thing. Now, I know the details and the circumstances involved in both cases are subsequently different, but at the same time, they're in the same ballpark. And so if you were such the man that you claimed you are, you would have stood up on your platform and denounced those dudes from talking that disrespectful to Hassan. I don't care what type of trouble that you have with Hassan. It's about your platform and the nature of your platform and keeping it respectful. How are you going to let them dudes come on the platform and disrespect Hassan like that, but then call yourself a man? And then talk about how you want to direct these young boys and young women in the right direction within our community, but yet you let them dudes come on the platform and joke about Hassan's pain that he went through dealing with African Bambaataa. How can you call yourself a man? You fake for that. You're fake for that. What it is, yo, I see right through you. You'll use whatever you can to get back at someone. And so even though you didn't say it, it kind of puts you in the clear. But then again, it doesn't, because you let it happen on your platform. You let it happen on your platform. A real man would have stood up and said, nah, player, we're not going to go there. That's too far. And also, wasn't Judge Joe Brown supposed to be on your show about a week ago? And he ended up canceling. Basically, you couldn't get in contact with him, and you turned the show into a call-in show. And then a couple of days ago, you said that Judge Joe Brown was sick, I guess. That brother ain't sick. Judge Joe Brown, if you sick, man, my condolences. Man, much love to you. I wish you a speedy recovery. But let me tell you something. On the night that Judge Joe Brown was supposed to link up with Kwame and they were supposed to go live together, he had just left someone else's live. So Kwame was waiting on Judge, to say, hey, I'm ready. Judge Joe Brown, it was late. He's an older gentleman. I'm pretty sure he could have gotten tired. There could have been a lot of things that happened. But let me tell you, Judge Joe Brown, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, right? I believe that he's not coming on Kwame's platform for a reason. Because when I look at this situation in its totality, Judge Joe Brown has been active on Twitter, having fun with his fans and things like that. Maybe it could be a situation where he can't come on camera, but still, I don't believe that. I believe that Judge Joe Brown did an interview with Kwame that night for a reason. And I feel, although I could be wrong, that Judge Joe Brown has sat back and watched the circus and he sees and understands it for what it is now. And I feel that he doesn't want anything to do with Kwame as far as coming onto his platform to do lives anymore, because he see Kwame for what he really is. And, and Kwame just turned into the Real Housewife. He's Kiki Leaks now. They replaced Nene with Kiki Leaks. That is what Kwame has turned into. And it's so crazy, to hear people say, well, we love Kwame because he let regular people come on to his show. He doesn't act as if he's better than anybody. And that's a great quality to have. But you have to ask this question: why is he letting people that really don't have a celebrity status onto his platform? What message is being hidden and what agenda is being pushed? And another thing that I noticed about Kwame is he's the master of deflection. When he's had people on his platform and they ask him straight up, yo, are you a 45 supporter? He will deflect it and go to something else and start roasting them just to get out of that question. Why can't you just stand up like a man and answer the question? Are you a 45 supporter? That's your business if you are but we would like to know. So yo, all I'm saying is, you know, I don't understand why this brother keeps deflecting every time he's asked that particular question. It just seems funny to me. You know what I'm saying? So y'all better be careful who you follow. Be careful of who you put your trust in. Everybody that claims and that stands up as if they're for the community is not for the community. Be very, very careful. But anyway, I'm gonna let this go right here. Let y'all have that in the comments. Drop down and let a brother know what you think about this particular situation. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll get with you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.